What's going on, guys? Welcome back. Today we're going to be doing some more MLB The Show 2019 ratings predictions. We're going to be doing second baseman today. As I always do remind you guys, do keep in mind the overalls are a lot lower than what you're used to looking at, because the overalls do start lower to start the beginning of every single year, then they gradually get higher. A couple guys that did not quite make the list this week are Cesar Hernandez, we had Odor, we had Forsythe, and Wendell. Pretty good honorable mentions. Who did not quite crack the list. Who did crack the list? Number 10 is Brian Dozier. Not the season Dozier was looking for at all. 21 home runs, 72 RBIs, and a 215 batting average, but he is still known for being a power hitter. As we know, Sony looks at the past 3 seasons when determining these stats, and his previous years are what I think keeps him from dropping too many overall points, and that's the reason he's still going to make this list at a 77 overall. Number 9 is DJ LeMahieu, 15 bombs, 62 RBIs, a 276 average this year. Very un-LeMahieu-like. I'm very concerned LeMahieu might not make this top 10 because he's been a low overall pretty much every single year by Sony for whatever reason. They don't show him the respect. Probably because he plays in Colorado, but the guy's an incredibly good hitter. And this season, 276 is well below what he's used to doing. So he might see a little bit of a downgrade and might miss the list. Regardless, I think LeMahieu deserves to be noted. Number 8 is Ozzie Albies. What a first full season of a career for the Atlanta Brave product. 24 home runs, 72 RBIs, a 261 average, 14 stolen bases to go with it, 305 on base percentage. It's always a bit of a wild card still when you're looking at some of these young guys, because when it comes to ratings, sometimes they'll give them a low overall when they start their first season. Technically first season, because last season was his first, but then he got thrown in the game. But his first full season coming off his rookie season can be a little bit different. So we'll see how it goes. We're going to give him a 79 overall. Number 7 is Gleyber Torres. Seemingly anyone the Yankees bring up to the majors these days seems to be a stud. Torres, in his first full season, played 223 games, hit 24 home runs, 77 ribbies, a 271 batting average, and an impressive, for a rookie, 340 on base percentage. I think that yields him an 80 overall. Number 6 is Whit Merrifield. Merrifield is what we would call a young stud on the rise. Actually, no, he's not. He's pretty not young. He is actually 30 years old, a late bloomer when it comes into the MLB, being he's only in his 3rd season, already going to be 30 years old. But he did put up some rather impressive numbers this season. 12 homers, 45 stolen bases, 60 RBIs, a 304 batting average. Had a pretty solid 2017 as well. I think that's going to help him out as well, and he got that history to go with it. We're going to give him an 81 overall. Number 5 is Dustin Pedroia. Pedroia started at an 81 overall this year, MLB The Show 2018 that is, and he really played, 3 games, I think, all season. For that reason, per usual, you do not see these players get a big downgrade, nor do you see them get a big upgrade when they don't play all season. So we're going to keep Dustin Pedroia at exactly that 81 he entered last season with. Number 4 is Scooter Gennett. Scooter's coming off his 2nd straight very, very good season with the Reds, batting .310, driving in 92 RBIs, hitting 23 out of the park. Very few second basemen were batting over 300 and showing that kind of power, and that's the reason I think we're going to see Scooter set above some of these guys below him, and we're going to see him hit that 82 overall. Number 3 is Robinson Cano. 80 games played this season. Only half that season you could go out there and play 10 homers, 50 RBIs, a 305 average. At the end of the day, he ain't getting any younger. But Cano was on pace for yet another 20 home run, 100 RBI, 300 batting average season. And he's got plenty of history to go off of for SDS to give him that 3 spot as well. So 82 overall for Robinson Cano. Number 2 is Daniel Murphy. Murphy has really gained my attention going into next season. He's been one of the best hitters in baseball ever since departing the Mets. Sorry, Mets fans. And now we're going to see what he can do in the most hitter-friendly park in the league in Colorado this season. But we're going to see what he can do at the age of 34. Nonetheless, a 299 batting average, 12 home runs, 42 RBIs in the 41 games he did play last season. It's interesting the way MLB treats Murphy. He got an 83 overall last season. I think that's what's going to hold me back here. I want to give Murphy like an 86, 87, but he didn't do anything this year that he didn't do last year. And if Sony seen him as an 83 last year, I don't understand why they wouldn't give him an 83 again this year. So that's what we're going to give Daniel Murphy, is an 83 overall. Last but not least, you can probably guess who is number 1, and that is Jose Altuve, one of the best players in all of baseball. Seen a slight, ever so slight decline in his power numbers this season, and on base percentage, and seen his stolen bases nearly cut in half. Let's not forget he did miss 25 games, but put out a 16 home run, 61 RBI, 17 stolen bases, 316 batting average type season. Simply put, Altuve missed his numbers this year, but there isn't a team in baseball that wouldn't take Altuve. So let's not discredit the fact that he had a quote-unquote down year by Altuve standards. It was still an elite season. Even with being a 5-tool player, we do see his overall fall just a smidge from the start of last season, because that's high standards to hold up. They did go down a little bit. I think we see him go from a 91 down to an 89 this season. Those are my top 10 second baseman projections for MLB The Show 19. Do you guys agree? Do you not agree? Do you guys have a list of your own? I would love to hear them. As always, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Thank you for watching. We'll see you next time.